Hello, everybody. What is up? Tonight, we're live, and we're going to talk about the case of Kelley Brannon. So mysterious. I actually caught this on Reddit the other day and shared it on my Facebook group. And then did a little research, saw a video, some interviews with her boyfriend. I thought it was super interesting, super important also if you're in the area to kind of keep your eye out, kind of scratch your head, think, what, do I know anything? Did I see anything? This is her right here. Meet Kelley Brannon. She is a 36-year-old female, obviously, that went missing from Live Oak, Florida. And her case is very interesting. It also is, it's got some, twists and turns in it. And there's a couple of theories that are out there, and we'll go through that. I also want to pull up, I want to pull up the map and all that good stuff. So, first of all, I want to just say, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you like to help, families of missing persons, or enjoy maybe, helping them along. So, there we go. Push the subscribe button like a good subscriber would do. Second thing I want to say also is I am not a licensed detective. I am not a news anchor. I am not a reporter. I'm just a YouTuber, and I'm just a person on the internet that likes to help missing people be found, their families, and stuff like that. So if I do make a mistake in the video, please, by all means, kindly tell me in the comments, hey, no, that's not correct, and all that. And pretty much that's all I want to say. And I'm glad that you have clicked on this video, or if you do join the chat, then I feel free to join. First things first, I want to do is show this video that was made by, I believe, family friend or what have you, for Kelley on YouTube. It's about 2 minutes long. I'm going to share it. I'm going to run it. They just put it up, I think, just like 2 days ago, and this is one of the reasons that I wanted to share her case. So let's see if we can go ahead and watch this sweet. It's a sweet, and this is also going to let you meet and understand who Kelley Brannon is. This gives you a lot of insight into her and what kind of person she is and her personality. So, and there's a link in the description too for this video, so feel free to click on the link down there.
Hi. My name is Kelley Brannon. I feel really self-conscious.
Oh.
Okay, probably should roll my slide one more time. Sorry.
Kelley Brannon, artist, writer, filmmaker, musician, and activist, has been missing since July 15th, 2020.
Thanks, that's gonna put me through law school.
On July 14th, she checked into the Sunshine Inn Motel in Live Oak, Florida with her boyfriend Eddie Emerson for what was supposed to be a quick stop en route from Micanopy, Florida to Detroit, Michigan, after their transmission required emergency repair in Lake City, Florida. A day later, no one would ever hear from Kelley again. The Details are largely unknown, except for those reported by Eddie or gathered from Kelley's 12:59 a.m. voicemail left on his phone. Following a day of arguing, Kelley left the motel room. Eddie states he was sleeping as Kelley spoke her last recorded words.
I'm sick of your abuse. Oh, I'm gonna get in a car now. All right, bye.
There is no evidence that Kelley got into a car, or didn't, but Kelley is gone. Eddie left Florida for his home state of Massachusetts in Kelley's vehicle 4 days after her disappearance. That's all we know for sure. Our mission is to change that. We have a network of allies joining forces across the country with one goal: to find Kelley. United, we will bring her home. Right now, there are more questions than answers. The most important of all, where is Kelley Brannon?
Where's Kelley Brannon?
Where's Kelley Brannon?
Where's Kelley Brannon?
Where's Kelley Brannon?
Where is Kelley Brannon?
Where is Kelley Brannon?
Where is Kelley Brannon?
And that is that video. It is a really,
One more. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, one more. Okay.
it's a very good picture of Kelley, a very good description of Kelley. But I also recently saw her boyfriend in an interview, and some people obviously have thought, him being the last person, that he might have had something to do with it. Feel free to go watch him and listen to his interviews. I don't think so. I have no question about that. He had nothing to do. He is on many podcasts, many YouTube videos. He's all over Web Sleuths, very active in helping her. So, I just highly doubt that he has anything to do with it. And I'm not accusing him. Now, Kelley did apparently have a lot to drink that night. He has also mentioned that she has PTSD, some mental issues, stress, anxiety, stuff like that. But not any diagnosed bipolar, nothing diagnosed like that. But she did have PTSD and another disorder related to stress and stuff like that, anxiety, I believe. She also, like I said, she was a heavy drinker. This night she was actually quite intoxicated, and he bluntly says, look, she was very drunk. He thought she was drinking wine. She apparently was drinking rum all night. She was calling him numerous times. They were fighting. It's an ugly situation. But one of the first things after I got to listen to this was that if you were interested in missing persons cases, one of the first things that popped into my head was, being drunk and walking into water or into a dangerous situation. And I'm not talking about a person like her actually accidentally something happening to her as she was walking. Now that's one, theory. And then of course there's a theory that obviously somebody took her and did something with her. And as we know, Florida. I lived in Florida for a short time, but anyways, let's go ahead and let's go over the case right through this. This is originally, we'll just go with this. And then I want to show you, actually, let's go ahead and I'm going to show you the hotel that she went and disappeared from. Cause I think you would be fascinated to see this right off the bat. I think this would be extremely important for everybody to see. Pretty much as soon, there we are. Okay. One second. Whoops. Technical difficulties. Also, I want to say something. Somebody made a comment the other day on one of my videos. Why was I laughing and smiling during these missing persons videos? Well, I'm just wondering, does everybody, I mean, do you think I should just cry and be upset? I mean, I'm not happy that these people are missing, but I'm not going to, I don't really know the reaction that you're wanting. I'm not laughing that these people are gone. Obviously, I wouldn't be spending hours on and days on a case if I thought any of this was funny. But I do have a upbeat personality, and that's just me. And so I don't know. I don't know what people would expect. But anyways, let's get back to Kelley. Kelley Brannon is missing. This is the hotel right here that the Sunshine Inn in Live Oak, Florida. Here's some pictures. Yes, it's a hole in the wall. So what apparently had happened? Yes, this is a very drug infested hotel. They didn't have a bunch of money. These people are not rich. These are a couple of musicians that, were making a trip from one place to the other, had some car trouble, and ended up in Live Oak, Florida, which is a tiny little town also, by the way. Yes, So, yeah. And this is a great road view. I want to go through this also. We can look. I want everybody to see what she would have encountered here. Thanks. Yeah. Thank you. This is I appreciate that, Joe, Mandy. Cool. This I was looking through this. I thought it was really, really interesting personally. So I know we haven't gone through the story yet, but this is the Sunshine Inn. We will go. I'm going to read over the story for sure, but I want you and me and everybody to understand this is where she was, and she is on foot. So this is where she was. This is also another Live Oak motel. So yeah, we're talking about, this is a seedy look. You can just tell this is a seedy area. Yeah. We got a gas station over here. She possibly, this is just a really tiny town. Also, I wanted to say that the population, I looked up the population. It was around 6,000 or something like that. The population was. It's just a tiny town that they unfortunately got stuck in. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Well, so you know what's going on here then. It's a very strange case. And having some, let's go ahead, ouch, and, we're going to go to this first interview. This is one that is it's all over Web Sleuth, that and her boyfriend interviews and stuff too, in this. I think the rain has got my internet or something just janked up tonight, guys. So this is the interview from her boyfriend. This interview. Let me get some glasses on so I can make sure that I am. This was July 21st, and as I said, she disappeared on the 15th. Jasper, Florida. Yeah. I think I've been through there. I did a lot. I used to do a lot of traveling. So this is from July 21st, an interview, a update. I think she jumped in a car with a dangerous person. Loved ones speak out after a woman goes missing in Live Oak. Tallahassee, Florida. Friends and loved ones of missing woman out of Live Oak are speaking about her disappearance. 36-year-old Kelley Brannon hasn't been seen since July 14th. Pardon me, I think I said July 15th. July 14th at the Sunshine Inn off Howard Street, which we just saw that. And we'll probably go back and look at it too. But police say Brandon's phone has been off since she went missing, and her boyfriend tells WCTV the last word he got from her was a cryptic message saying, "Oh, I'm getting in the car right now." Now, I don't know if any of y'all heard this. I think I could possibly pull it up. Those are the last known words of Brandon. Her boyfriend, Eddie Emerson, says they stopped at the motel on their way through the area, but Brandon took off on foot around midnight after an argument. She had no wallet, no money, no ID, only a guitar and a cell phone. He believes those words, "I'm getting in the car," may be a clue to where she is. Now, personally, I'm leaning towards, right. Personally, now, I mean, I'm open-minded, obviously, about what is happening, but I'm slightly leaning toward her saying in the voicemail, "I'm getting in the car by," as possibly like maybe bullshit, maybe, you know, an angry girlfriend saying, "Hey, I'm getting in a car, fuck you, you know, bye." That would be something that would be, when I was a drinker, that's the kind of shit I would have done. If you think about it, when you're drinking and you're in a fight, you'll say all kinds of stuff, you know, to rile your boyfriend up. Well, bye, I'm getting in a car with, you know, I'm surprised you didn't say another guy, you know. So I'm just saying that's an option. I'm just trying to, I always try to put theories out there. But, you know, it may be easier to believe that, yeah, she jumped in a car and somebody took her, and that is a very big option. He says, "I think she jumped in a car, the dangerous person. I hope she's just ignoring everybody. I hope so. Hope she is, but she's got no money. What else is she going to do? I'm pretty sure she jumped in a car with a dangerous person." I think, you know, you want to probably believe that. As far as we know, Emerson is the last person with Brandon. He insists he had nothing to do with their disappearance. I'm sure that they investigated the shit out of him, possibly. Emerson says he searched for several days, filing a missing person report, called the police, put up flyers with a picture before going home to his family in Massachusetts. Meanwhile, other friends of Brandon started a fundraiser, and I will leave a link to that too. And if you recognize her, this is her picture. Now, also one of my theories is lately in the past 6 months, one of my theories has been these riots, and it was also conceived or told by her boyfriend in an interview that she was an activist, that she didn't back down. She said, you know, this is what I want. You know, she fought for things. She was pro-choice, stuff like that. And with all these activist things that are going on, personally, I think that she could be being an activist. You know, that, and ignoring him, possibly. The fact that her phone never charged up, and, you know, that's just a theory. Now, a lot of things, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm just throwing theories out there. It's not, you know, nothing is fact. I'm just throwing theory out there. This is our missing persons poster. She's a free spirit. She also has a YouTube channel. We totally check her YouTube channel out too. I can leave a link down there, but if you type in her name, then Kelley Brannon, you'll find a YouTube channel and some of her music. So she was a musician, free spirit, open-minded, outspoken, an activist, a feisty is what he said, but also really, really good at, you know, sweet. She did have some mental disorders, issues, no, not medicated, nothing like that. So it's very strange, to say the least. Her disappearance is very, very strange. There's a lot of information that is on the internet. 36-year-old Kelley Brannon. She's also in NamUs. Now there's a new update that is saying some of these are just, you know, I'm not really sure about how legit some of these are. One thing I will tell you, if you are interested in looking into this case, I would say definitely check Web Sleuths out. They have a great thread, and her boyfriend is very active on that thread. It's about 4 pages long, and you know, I don't know. Let's look at the map. This is one of the things that I really, really like to do, because you can seriously look and get an idea of what she was actually, you know, going through, you know, what she was actually faced with at that time, you know, in a little seedy motel. Her boyfriend and her both went in separate cars. This is another, you know, they were moving to better themselves, and they ended up, his car broke down. He said that, and bless his heart, he may not be, that his transmission totally froze up, and that's how they got stuck at this hotel. He said that he didn't have any transmission fluid. Now, that is just, I don't know. Yeah. Well, yeah, well, with Leila Cavett's case, we have a little bit we have a lot to go on. With this case, not so much. There's really not a lot to go on. There's nothing. Now, I will also pull up her ping. Here is, just check out. I want to check. This is the area that she went missing. I'm gonna look one more time. I'd like to look through these. Sunshine Inn. So you, Mandy, you probably know where this is at. Yeah. Remove this here. Sunshine Inn, right here. This right here is what I want to look. Let's look at this, because she did leave on foot, which is a very, so here we are. I don't know what room they were in or whatnot, but she was so drunk that this is one of those, you know, again, she's drunk, very intoxicated, and he thought he was being a good boyfriend, took the keys away from her, and, you know, instead of her just settling down, she actually takes her phone and her guitar and just stomps off drunk, walking. And, you know, in the meantime, she's texting, and angry texts that are actually also online too, that you know, he's actually said on the interview that I watched that he's like embarrassed for her because she was talking crazy about how he's abusive to her. I don't know. But here's the laundromat. So if she was on foot, there was actually some few things like, is that a liquor store? No, a grocery store. There's a couple of gas stations. Yeah, we got, what is this? So it's not just like out there in the middle of nowhere. But it is pretty, wow. What's this, another? Like, so, I mean, she didn't have much to go on. But right here, you're on this area. Anyway, so, yeah, there's a car lot. Yeah. Just, if there was somebody that actually did pick her up, there were definitely enough people to, there are enough spots. You know, you see there's a laundromat, there's a couple of grocery stores, there's a couple of gas stations, there's and then also at this Sunshine Inn, it's a shady, seedy, and the boyfriend even said meth-filled, drug den. And he actually befriends, which is not a really good thing to do at one of these motels, honestly. But I think these people, I think him and her are very friendly people. And he befriends, like, the next door neighbor, who ends up being, like, the town piece of shit. JT, I think is his name. And he ends up being this is his words, the town criminal, that he's literally like a revolving door in this, right. Pilgrim's Pride is up the road. Well, so it's just a really weird case. The one thing I didn't notice is, whoa, stop. The one thing I did not notice water, but we are in Florida. There's water everywhere. Pretty much there's you know, bayous and streams and rivers and lakes, and so there's water somewhere. It's always water creeping around somewhere. So that, you know, that is, but this Sunshine Inn is not a good location. Let's do a little rundown just with her. Let me go and take that. This is the announcement, I believe, from Live Oak Police right here. Basically, this is just the post from the Live Oak Police right here. The Live Oak Police Department searching for a missing 36-year-old woman. There's her pictures. Again, 36-year-old Kelley Brannon. Brannon was last year by a boyfriend at Sunshine Inn Motel just before midnight on July 14th. Kelley may have left in an unknown make and model silver four-door sedan. That's the first I've heard of that. That's what the police wrote on a social media post. They say Brandon's phone has been off since the time that she's left. She's not been on Facebook. Let me go ahead and just answer a few questions that may be asked. Yeah, the Suwannee River. There's tributaries and little lakes. But here's a few questions that that the boyfriend answered. Let me first say this real fast. No, she was not on medication. Yes, she was drinking alcohol. No, she was not smoking anything other than cigarettes. Some other questions were, he has called all the hospitals. He has not called morgue. He says she's in NamUs, and that if she was to come up, that they would link her with her name's profile. He answered a lot of questions, bless his heart. He's checked everywhere. He has gone back and posted more flyers and searched for a few days. He left his truck in this town and loaded her car and drove back because her car was still running. Remember, they broke down. His truck broke down. Also, another really funny thing is they had 6 chickens with them. That's kind of funny. That kind of tells you kind of person she is. They had some chickens at their house where they were coming from, and that she refused to go move without her chickens. So that tells you a little bit what kind of person she is. She would not leave, and they ended up having graze the chickens out by this trashy motel. I can't imagine. And while they were grazing the chickens, he did mention that like the people were coming out, the people that live in this, and are saying, "Hey, don't let anybody see these chickens. We don't, want the cops called." So they're very nervous about the cops being called. There's just a lot of things. He befriends this guy next door. The guy next door ends up robbing him of some of his items. Kicked him while he's down, pretty much. Basically kicked him while he's down. It's a very, I've been there and done that too, where you're just trying to get a head up and somebody's just kicking you while you're down. And his girlfriend's missing. He's searching. He leaves. He can't continue to pay for a hotel. He's running out of money. And he leaves his guitars with this piece of shit next door. And, of course, this guy ends up selling them and pawning and all that good shit. And so he's fucked pretty much. And they end up having to go back to where he came from, which is very sad. But, people are like that. That's why you just don't befriend. To me, I've always been like, especially if you're in this kind of I don't know, bless their heart. They're probably just really sweet, nice, open people, and then they actually, end up getting fucked by the trash that's in the town. Also, did you say that you lived in the town? Are you live in Jasper? Oh, okay. Well, it's a tiny little town. Yeah, and he's just, this guy, JT, I believe is his name, just appears a piece of shit, and actually inserted his stuff. Hey, let me help you search. And her boyfriend is not even sure that he has anything to do with her disappearance, but the fact that he robbed him and then he also kind of inserted himself in there is kind of weird. But I think my big thing would be to search water, honestly, if she was that fucked up, which she probably was, he even says she was really fucked up. JR, okay, thanks. That it's a very common occurrence. You just can go look at John Lorden's Arts channel. I bet you, and also listen to the Vanish podcast. Probably at least 25, 35, a high percentage of these missing people end up being, walking off, especially when they're drug and induced. Or alcohol, pardon me, alcohol. No drugs were involved whatsoever. She was very intoxicated, though. Right. So, just want to go over this real quick, but and we could share this. I have the ticker underneath there also that has the pictures. The phone numbers. But they do say that Kelley's phone has been off since that time, and she has not been in contact with family or friends. She has not been on Facebook, which apparently she was trying to wean herself. She was only using Facebook for her business, for her band promotion, which I don't blame her, girl. Police say Brannon also left all her personal belongings, which he said that the boyfriend, what's that? What happened? What about the purple phone case and what looked to be other belongings, possible clothing with it? That I haven't heard of. I have not heard that. What I have heard is, oh wow, really? What I have heard is that he left a bunch of her stuff in the back of his truck, though. He admits that. In the interview, he flat out says, I took all of her stuff out of her car and put all of his stuff from his truck into his car, and he just left his truck and all her stuff in the back of the trucks. Now, if anything did come up that seemed to be hers on now, I don't know. I don't know if that's came up. I don't know. But I'd be interested to know if anything was taken and removed. That would be a question I'd have for him also. Okay, so what's up? You don't believe the boyfriend. He don't know the last name of the people of the hotel, yet he leaves his stuff with them. He had... Yes, yep. Except for, that's what I just watched. I just watched that he did leave. He unloaded. Okay, let me get to just a second. Let me just read this real fast. And he had the wrong case number on her poster. Media won't cover it without the correct case number. Okay, got you. Yes, there's an interview. If you want to go watch it, I think I might have put it under there, but it's on YouTube. And he specifically says, I unloaded her stuff from the car because they went together in separate vehicles. And when he couldn't find her a few days later, he finally had to just leave. And he loaded his stuff from his truck into her car. And her stuff he put in the back of his truck. That is what he said, the back of his truck. And then he left, except for he kept her, brought her purse with him and her something else. I think I'd get to another guitar she had. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. If he isn't being believable. Oh, okay. I found this information on the group. Okay, I just joined that group also. There were some people searching for her in the area she went missing, and some took photos of a purple phone case found 20 miles away. Oh, that's good. But do we know if that's the phone case? Just curious. We don't. Is it? Somebody just took a picture of it. Because that'll happen a lot of times, especially in the Facebook groups. Nothing against the Facebook groups. A lot of times these Facebook groups will bring about some really good information. But sometimes, not so much. But... okay, so while she was missing, he left to go looking for her in another town. What if she came back? No, from what I gathered, I listened to his interview. I didn't hear that. I heard that he went around with that JT guy. What did you say his name was? JR, excuse me. JR guy. That he said him and the JR guy went down through trails and stuff like that. And then on the way back, if that's what you're talking about, when he finally said, hey, I got to go home, I guess home was, what is it, Minnesota? I did do my homework on this, I promise. It just seems like a lot of information. Just seems like a lot. I mean, but what would you do? I mean, you have to think, though, what would you do? I mean, Yeah. No, he said he drove. That's not what he said on. I don't know. On this interview, he said he left and went to hit. What's going on? He said he left and went to his mom's house and his dad's house. And he might have went back to the old house, I guess, to see if she went back there or something like that. But I don't know. Why would he be so active? Said he was thinking maybe she went there. Yet they were evicted and refused to leave for 3 months. I did not catch that. Thank you for the information. I appreciate that. See, I do as much research as possible, but like I said, if something's wrong or something I don't know, please do tell me. So I did not know that they had been evicted. I guess I didn't catch that part. Well, I mean, I don't know. You could, but why would it be all over the internet though? Why would it be? Why would he do a 2-hour podcast or something? I think he did a 2-hour podcast. He's done another hour. I think he's done hours and hours of interviews. So I think it is kind of weird that kind of threw me off a little bit. Why? But I mean, why did he leave her stuff? Unless he was like mad and said, "Hey, fuck her. She can have. Here's all her stuff." And you know, just, oh my God. Oh yeah, I don't even think that's the same area. I don't know if that's the same area. But hey, you know what? Oh wait, he was already in jail, wasn't he? No, he was already in jail, ma'am. No, man. No, he was already locked up, I believe. We're talking July. Oh, I don't know. We're talking July 15th. I don't know if that was his area, but he did cruise. I know he did cruise up the I-10 and stuff a lot. But July 14th. Personally, my opinion, I think she wandered off. That's just my opinion. Y'all know I've just put my opinion. I believe she was highly contagious, fucked up, pissed off, and walking and talking, and yeah, I think that she wandered off into the wherever, and that they'll end up finding, sadly, I hate to say this, her remains. Now, if she was drunk and she jumped in a car with somebody, then yeah, if you're in Florida and you jump in a car with somebody, I think you have a really high probability of being murdered in Florida if you jump in a stranger's car. But I don't, if that's the kind of person she was, that she would have just jumped into a car. That's a good question. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and pull up her information so I can give it out and we can just get this video up. I just kind of wanted to put her story out there. And also I wanted to throw out some of my, my theories. And hear your theories too. I know everybody always wants to say something about the boyfriend or husband. And it is, it is a lot of times it is very logical to think that. Here's her Facebook, by the way. This is the Facebook page. I believe it's an open. Here we go. I will share this Facebook page also with y'all. So make sure you join the Facebook page I have. And there is a discussion group. And I have a Facebook page. You're more than welcome to come over there. Hit me up over there. This is Kelley's Facebook page. So go like the page. I actually haven't even liked the page. I have joined the private group, though, over there. And I hope something comes up. We're talking about July 15th, August, September, so we're about 8-9 weeks in. So there's Kelley right there. Here we go. There we go. So Kelley Brannon missing from Florida. Another one from Florida. July 15th of 2020. This is her Facebook page, by the way. Once again, 36 years old. She looks super young. She was born in 1984. Female, 5'5", 130 pounds. Black with gray streaks. Those pictures look pretty legit. Blue-green eyes. She was last seen in a white shirt with black shorts, wearing a guitar on her back. She has a circle with an A in the middle on her left, on her hand. She's left-handed. She has big, look at those big lips, small eyes. Oh my gosh. And she was missing on foot. Yeah. And I have tons of stuff in the description for y'all to see. Tons of stuff for y'all to click on if you haven't already, if you're watching this video. Okay. Well, send me an invite to your page for sure. And I will like your page too. So that's Kelley Brannon. I don't know what y'all think. I know that some people have strong opinions about what's going on. Personally, and my theory is that she was highly intoxicated and she walked off. That's just my opinion. That may not be correct. That's just my theory. That's my first theory. My second, and I'm really not leaning towards a boyfriend. Not at all. I know a lot of people are just like, oh, I'm not. I'm just not leaning towards the boyfriend myself personally. But I know that, you know, he could be a suspect. Also, another thing that it's possible she could have actually got into a car. Definitely follow the links. I'm going to leave some more links in the description because there's quite a bit. There's her text messages are all online. There are her voicemail is on there. It's about a minute long or just a few seconds long, I think. You know, the one that says, "Bye, I'm getting in somebody's car." So to me, that's, you know, but other than that, that's all I wanted. I really just wanted to get out her name again. It's been 2 months now she's been missing. Somebody down there in Florida knows what happens. Maybe somebody just saw her wandering around on July 14th, late night, July 14th, in Live Oak, Florida, somewhere in the vicinity of Sunshine Inn, Live Oak Motel, that area. So if you've seen her wandering around, you might know something. Thanks, hon. All right, thank you. I try to do streams at least once a week. I do try to do videos once a week. So, and I have a really interesting case that I'm working on. That is actually a suspicious death that is very, very interesting, and I can't wait to get that that together and do that for y'all. Very interesting. She was a missing persons for a little while, and then her body was found. It's a very suspicious death. So make sure you are subscribed to, make sure you catch that stream or the videos or whatever I do. Click your notification bells. If you're on YouTube, say, hey, I'm coming. And that's about it. And I did make some overlays. Yes, okay, I do want to say that. Yes, I do want to say something to this true crime enthusiast. I heard that too in the text messages. That is kind of that is a little bit damning on his. I actually have mentioned that earlier, that he even said it, and they are public. So I may go through. I'd like to look through more of these text messages and stuff too. But I do agree with that. I think that, I don't know though. I mean, what if she was drunk? Honestly, I don't know. I think she was extremely intoxicated. Also, maybe extremely stressed out because she was trying to get from one place to the other. I don't know, but I know. And I'm going to keep an eye up on this. There's so many cases right now. They're not going well at all. So, all right. I will see y'all in the next video. Thank you so much for joining me.